In the early 1990s, Dubai looked very different. It was growing quickly, but it still wasn't a global tourism destination. Dubai's rulers had an ambitious plan. They wanted to transform the city into a global destination for tourism, luxury, and
architect Tom Wright proposed a daring idea: build a luxury hotel shaped like the sail of a traditional Arabian dhow, not on the beach, but on its own island. The chosen location was nearly 280 meters from the shoreline. There was only one problem: there was no land to build on.
Instead of searching for land, engineers made an unbelievable decision. They would build their own island in the middle of the sea.
Look at the stress fracture on the lower quadrant. It's not holding.
Many experts believed the project was simply impossible. Building a luxury skyscraper on open water had never been attempted on this scale in Dubai. Yet construction officially began in 1994. It marked the beginning of one of the boldest engineering projects in modern history.
Over the next 5 years, thousands of workers, engineers, and architects would fight the sea itself to turn an impossible dream into reality.
Before a single floor of the Burj Al Arab could rise, engineers faced an even bigger challenge: creating solid ground.
Engineers selected a location nearly 280 meters offshore. Building farther out would give the hotel an unforgettable silhouette.
Millions of tons of sand were dredged directly from the seabed. Instead of concrete, engineers relied on a technique called
every layer of sand had to be compacted repeatedly until it became strong enough to support one of the world's most luxurious hotels.
To stop powerful waves from eroding the new island, engineers surrounded it with more than 2 million tons of carefully placed rock. The biggest surprise came next. Burj Al Arab wasn't built on solid bedrock.
Female engineers drove more than 230 giant reinforced concrete piles deep into the seabed. Each pile stretched nearly 40 meters.
Unlike traditional skyscrapers, these piles weren't anchored into rock. Instead, they remained stable beach falls.
To keep seawater away from the foundation, engineers installed a protective membrane around the island and carefully designed the breakwater to.
But the greatest challenge was still ahead: building a sail-shaped skyscraper strong enough to withstand desert heat, coastal winds, and the relentless sea.
By late 1995, the impossible foundation was finally complete. Now engineers faced an entirely new challenge.
Every steel beam had to be transported across open water before being lifted hundreds of feet into the air with extraordinary precision. The building's curved profile wasn't just beautiful. Its aerodynamic shape helped reduce the force of strong Gulf winds striking the structure. At its highest point, cranes worked more than 300 meters above the sea, where even moderate winds could make lifting operations extremely dangerous.
See the alignment right here? The stress points match the projection.
Yeah, I'm showing green across the board on the tensile strength.
As the structure climbed higher, Dubai's skyline slowly gained a new symbol that could be recognized from miles away across the Gulf. The giant white sail covering wasn't ordinary fabric. It was a specially engineered PT-coated fiberglass.
By 1998, the world's most recognizable hotel was finally taking shape. What once seemed impossible had become.
5 years after construction began, Dubai had achieved far more than a luxury hotel.
But building the tower was only half the challenge. Inside, engineers wanted to create the most luxurious hotel the world had ever seen.
At the center of the hotel stands one of the tallest atriums ever built, rising almost 180 meters. The world's tallest hotel atrium creates an incredible sense of space the moment guests arrive.
Every suite inside the hotel offers breathtaking panoramic views across the Persian Gulf.
Every room was designed to showcase Arabian luxury on an extraordinary scale.
Above the hotel sits one of Dubai's most famous helipads, overlooking the entire coastline.
The helipad later became famous for hosting unforgettable sporting events high above the sea.
Even the smallest architectural details reflected Dubai's ambition to impress the entire world.
Burj Al Arab quickly became the face of modern Dubai.
Fire damper cycled, basement to mast top, main electrical switchgear energized, protection relays tested. The building draws its first full power load, every system live. Exterior lights fitted to the exoskeleton frame, aimed section by section from a barge in the Gulf. Final sail clean. Specialist workers descend the full face top to bottom, every panel washed, construction dust gone. Snag inspection room by room, workers log, tradesmen fix, thousands of items, everyone done before opening. December 1st, 1999. The doors open, 5 years, $1 billion. The most photographed hotel ever built. 321 meters, 230 piles, 70,000 cubic meters of concrete, 9,000 tons of steel, an island from nothing, a building that defines a city, 2,000 workers, 5 years, pile by pile, pour by pour, floor by floor, panel by panel. Inside, the world's tallest atrium, 180 meters, gold and marble, held up by the same concrete core poured in 1996. The helipad at 210 meters. Federer played tennis on it. Tiger Woods teed off from it. Workers built it with bolts in mid-air. From above, the Dow's sail. Tom Wright's 1993 sketch. The reason it exists here and nowhere else. The last piece of gold leaf, one of 1,790 square meters, pressed flat, done. They built a symbol before they built a city. The Burj Al Arab came first. Everything in Dubai's skyline today followed it.
I've visited 100 construction projects. This is the only one where the building still feels impossible, even after you've watched every step of how it was made.
The Burj Al Arab.
Millions of travelers arrived to see the iconic sail-shaped hotel for themselves.